Hey guys, and welcome to Poiyda's Monday Night Metal Volume 1, Episode 1. So this will be the first of a series which hopefully will just continue on and become a weekly thing for all eternity, who knows, or from here to eternity, I'm making anybody reference. So there's a few things that I want to cover, and as I go through it, I'll find what works, what doesn't, and eventually find my footing. And I don't want to make these too long, so I'll sort of aim for that 10-15 minute mark. But to start out with, I'm going to have my album of the week, which was released last Friday and is none other than Dream Theater's Parasomnia. I've probably heard it 4 or 5 times since it dropped on Friday and have been thoroughly impressed. The first couple of singles, I was like, oh yeah baby, Portnoy's back, and I was super pumped. Night Terrors is a great single. The last track, which something of the shadow, in the mind of the Shadow Man or something like that, 19-minute epic. It's awesome. Everything else in between is really solid as well. Midnight Messiah, and I'm not good with song titles, so if I mess things up, you'll just have to forgive me. But without going and drooling too much, it's just an awesome album. I don't have a physical copy as yet, but I did lash out, and although I can't really afford it, ordered the big box set, which comes with CD, 2 CDs, I think DVD or Blu-ray, double vinyl. There's a sweet mask and a few other bits and pieces. That Dream Theater themselves do an unboxing video, so if you want to see what's in it, just go check theirs out. They know more about what they've done than I ever will. But yeah, it was expensive. I think by the time I paid with postage Australian, it's coming up to about $280, $290. But I'm a completionist, and I have all of the other Dream Theater stuff plus a whole bunch more, so we'll just leave it at that. So that's my album of the week. Moving on from there, eventually I'll do like little titles that will pop up on the screen. I need to get a computer badly, but we're going to go onto my playlist, and we'll start out with what's been in the CD player. I have a 5 CD stacker just behind me there, so we'll get through that. And it's just been all Annihilator. So I've had Metal 2, the album, in the CD player, which I only just found out yesterday that I should have noticed, but I just didn't because I wasn't super familiar with it. There's pretty much a re-recording of the album Metal, which has like a whole bunch of guests and stuff on it. A couple of re-recordings, and the drums and the vocals had been redone by Dave Lombardo and Stu Block accordingly. But it's a cool album. It's a cool album. Then we have Suicide Society. So I've just been really listening to their most recent stuff. Feast, Metal, which I listened to, I doubled up on with that, so I'm getting to know the songs much better off that, and I'll probably continue to listen to them for the next few days. And Schizo Deluxe, so that's been in the CD player. Still on the playlist in the car, I have been listening to Tassie's own Permafog, black metal band that I managed to catch a couple of songs on that were awesome when they were supporting Cavalera. So that was super cool, and I'll be getting to see them again in a few months, but that will come up shortly. So moving on from there, we've got some upcoming releases for the 14th of this month, so Valentine's Day. I'm going to have to read these out because I can't remember all this stuff. Also, I want to mention that I've been listening via Spotify, and I need to get a physical copy of the latest Obscura album, which I couldn't even tell you, a Sonication, I think it is. I think that's it. Anyway, from there we also have what's coming out this week. and I'll make this more cohesive as I go along. This one's going to be kind of rushed tonight as I've got some other stuff to get done, but that's neither here nor there. So we've got Bleeding Through's album 9 is being released this Friday, and there's some stuff here that I've never even heard of, which I will give a listen to over the weekend. Church Tongue, You'll Know It Was Me EP. Dawn of Solace, Affliction Vortex is the album. Dynasty, Game of Faces album. Lacuna Coil's album Sleepless Empire. That's one that I'll be very interested to hear, as I've been a big Lacuna Coil fan since the 90s now. They've got onto them right at the start. Then we have Mantar, Post-Apocalyptic Depression. Raven, Can't Take Away the Fire EP. Scorpion Child, never heard of these guys either. I Saw the End as It Passed Right Through Me. Then we have Twisted, Welcome to Your Funeral, and With Blood Comes Cleansing's self-titled album. So that's what's due to be released. There's probably more, and I'll try and get more comprehensive with what's coming out, and I'll try and give each of these bands, that especially the ones I don't know, a sample over the weekend as stuff drops. Right, from there, just something to get a bit excited about is some upcoming tours. Here in Tassie next weekend, or this weekend coming on the 15th, there's the Extreme South. I guess it's kind of a mini festival. A couple of Tassie bands playing on there. Alarm are coming down, which I haven't seen those guys in over 20 years. Unfortunately, I'm not going to make it, but it should be a good night of metal. So if you're in Hobart, get along to it and support it. So hopefully this will build into something as an annual event, and build into something much bigger. From there we have, and I'm super bummed I'm not going to see them, but Dark Tranquillity are touring Australia, I guess the week after that, so somewhere around the 20th, 24th, that kind of era. They're playing some shows on the mainland, Melbourne, Sydney, I think Brisbane, maybe Adelaide, 3 or 4 shows from memory. Super bummed I'm not going to see them. Probably my favourite band at the moment, and just, yeah, there's several reasons, but I just can't make it, and I'm bummed about that. But what we do have to look forward to, and I'm bummed that I'm going to miss this one as well, is Left to Die, and they are doing the Scream Bloody Gore and Leprosy albums in their entirety, coming down. Yeah, they're playing Hobart on the 2nd of March, and yep, again, I just can't make it for that one. It is what it is, unfortunately. I haven't got it written down here, and I can't remember exactly the dates. It might be in April, but Massacre and Convulse are coming down from America and Finland. I believe Massacre are doing their From Beyond album in its entirety, plus some other early stuff, and I believe Convulse are doing their World Without God album in its entirety. At this point in time, I'm all good to go to that, and I really don't want to miss that one. So fingers crossed I get along to that, and I can, and maybe get a couple of songs filmed for the channel here. After that, we have a Bremelin coming down to Tassie. I'm not sure if they've ever been down. I can't recall. Maybe in the 90s they came down to the trades and played at Wani before I was really going to much gig-wise, especially much in Tasmania anyway. They're playing 2nd of May, supported by Pulverised Cranial Matter, Permafog, who are these guys here, and Grim Reaper from memory. Also stuff that I'm a bit excited about, and I don't know if I'm going to get to see them because this is straying to the mainland, but in early June we have Atheist touring, and they're celebrating the 35th anniversary of the Piece of Time album, so they're probably going to play that in its entirety. Just brilliant technical death metal, one of the originators or pioneers of that subgenre. And then later in June, Testament are coming down and playing on the Big Island as well. So fingers crossed. Testament are another one of my bucket list bands that I need to see. So that's what's coming up on that front. Apart from that, I didn't have anything else which I needed to cover. I had this idea for this little segment or whatever you want to call it, podcast. I don't know what to call it at this point. Only on Friday nights, and I haven't had a great deal of spare time to flesh out all the ideas with it. So I'm going to get there. Just bear with me as I work my way through it. I did sort of think that it could be acronymized, is that a word, to M&M. I guess like the little candy covered chocolates. So this will be Poiyda's M&M Volume 1. So yep, that's about it for now. Hopefully there's a little bit of information there for you. I've also got to figure out how much music I can actually play before I get copyrighted. Not that it matters, because it's not like I'm making any money out of this anyway. So we'll leave it at that. If you made it this far, thanks for watching. Feel free to like, comment and subscribe. We'll chat about this or that, what is coming out that you're looking forward to, what albums have you listened to recently, all that kind of stuff. Just chat about anything to me. I don't care. I will endeavour to respond to it all. Anyway, if you made it this far, thanks for watching. Until next time, I am over and out.